Uh, Coach, that's a really good team on the other side. What did you feel like your team did well tonight to kind of maybe not neutralize them, but just get ahead of them?
I thought first period they were playing their brand of hockey, which is they get up in the rush and they had some offensive zone time. And I thought, Gibby made some key saves. I mean, after that, I thought the game could have gone either way. It was probably a real entertaining game to watch for a fan. I really liked the way we battled. I thought we recognized when we were potentially on the wrong side of pucks, so we got on the good side, so we didn't give them the odd man rushes. It was just a good team effort.
Seemed that the forecheck got stronger toward the end of the first period. Was it kind of keeping pucks away from Ottinger
Yeah.
or something you guys were doing?
Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, he's so smooth that he's very efficient. He's not going to try and do any trickery with it. He tries to move it efficiently to the D-men, and I thought we got a little bit tighter to them. Ironically, they had two odd man rushes in the second period, and both came off of poorly executed forecheck on the goalie play. You got a forward caught behind the net, and their left D raced up the ice. It's a funny thing. They tell you not to give the puck to the goalie because he's like a third skater back there, and I think sometimes that can backfire on the team too if you do the forecheck properly. So I thought for the most night we did a pretty good job trying to eliminate his efficient puck plays to turn into odd man rushes.
See a goal tonight, but also defensive play leading to it. He kind of applied the pressure on the forecheck there to disrupt that breakout. Do you feel like he's getting kind of the two-way 360-degree game more under his belt now?
Yeah, and I think we've talked about that. Like all these young guys are all offensively driven players, whether it's Zelly or Jackson or Minty, and even Hellison was a power play guy at BC, offensive guy, right? So they have to kind of rebrand their game at this level, and we've tried to teach, and I think Brent Thompson does a really good job sitting down with them and going over their defensive fundamentals. And I think Zelly, who's probably the most dynamic of them all offensively, has really focused on that. And I think when the defensemen do that, they get the puck more often too, because they're coming off the boards and the battles first, and they're able to get those pucks. And Zelly's a good example of that. And I think, you see, he breaks the puck out well, so he's able to wheel the net and get out of the zone quickly.
Fourth line provided a lot of energy tonight. They got pucks deep and kind of kept it out of their own zone as well. What did you like about their performance tonight?
Well, I think Lundy's he's a very unique player. He's not driving a lot of offense. I don't think he's very analytically friendly in that sense, but he's so sound in all three zones and on the face-off circle. And him and Leeson both kill penalties. And Ross, for as big and as strong and as intimidating as he is, he's a bright hockey player. So I'm not really nervous about Ross in the defensive zone. Like his positioning is really reliable, and I think he understands the game well. As when you're coaching against a team like this, where they really have their top three lines are really, offensively driven, and we try to get into a matchup where, Lundy was going against Duchesne, right? So, and they scrambled their lines in the third period, but I thought they did a terrific job, and that was, the role that we had the other night with Lundy's line was against Suzuki, and they did a great job as well. So. From a strategy perspective, when you can get that performance out of a line like that, it's a bonus.
It's the second time you defeated a really good team, and to Dallas the second time again.
Yeah.
What does that do for the confidence going forwards and carrying over the break?
I think there's been a lot of confidence with the group. I think it started back, when we beat Winnipeg, when that was a month and a half ago at home. And, we had that road trip where we got a little bit sloppy, but I think we got back on the rails pretty quickly. And I think, when you win, it builds belief into what you're doing. So, when they scored, the bench was really calm. It's the end of the power play, and we could have got rattled, but we stayed on it. And then Zegras had a huge goal.
And of course, those two wins, one by Dosty, one by Gibby tonight. Just curious about his performance in a milestone game. Your thoughts on that?
I thought he was, like I said, in the first period, I thought he was terrific. There was some quality chances they had in the second period. I thought we had the puck a lot. They did have a couple chances. They were those odd man rushes right down the slot. He played well. Gibby's, like I said before, he's played so much. He's so calm. When you have a goalie that's got that calmness, it kind of has a domino effect on the team. So, you know, I think he's having a great year. I'm really happy for him, and I'm happy for the team.
Strong performance tonight against a cup contender. What does the team need to do in order to replicate performances like tonight going forward?
But those just use the word repeatable. We just got to repeat the same process over and over again. When you play that way, you know, the rest of the way, you're going to win a lot of games, right? And if you lose games, but you play to the standard that we've created here, then it's going to happen. But they just have to keep pushing themselves to play at that level.
Cutter got rewarded with a goal, but
Yeah.
he made a lot of defensive plays.
Mhm.
Do you like his progression on that end of the ice?
Yes, again, another guy that he's not playing D, but he's got to be responsible away from the puck. And I thought he had a couple really good back checks. He got caught down low in the D zone. I thought he used his strength and his reach to get pucks. He skated well. I thought he played a really good game. And his game again is starting to come together. And I'm a coach that really believes that your game starts from your defensive habits out. And I think he's getting better in that area.
What's it been like just seeing though Gibby this year? Because he had a tough start to the year with the appendectomy and a couple injuries here and there
Yeah.
during the year.
You asked me what it's like with.
Just what it's been like, just kind of seeing, just Gibby just been that same calm throughout the year despite having a tough start to the year and everything.
Yeah, Gibby's Gibby. Like he kind of dances to his own drum, so to speak, and it's in a good way. I mean, he's a husband and he's a parent, and you know he's got responsibilities at home, and he's got a little bit of that mentorship going on with the young kids here. He's got a really good attitude. I think Peter Budaj has done an unbelievable job with him. You know, the fact that Peter, you know, played in the league, played a long time in the league, and is able to really drill into Gibby's game in terms of trying to make him own some things he can be better at, has created a real good dynamic. And I think Gibby has benefited from that relationship.
All right, thanks, Crow.